Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the No Laying Up preview show presented by the DraftKings Sportsbook, the Players Championship this week, right down the road in Ponte Vedra Beach. Let's just cut right to the chase. Neil and I are in the pouch of misery this week. Neil's paying past debts.
Schuster always pays his debts.
Just not always on time. This is a week late. So Neil and I will both be pulling from the pouch. Actually, we already pulled from the pouch. It said we had to jump in the ocean fully clothed,
Neil, can
which
you show the
seems
pouch?
way harsher than Randy having to wear Bryson's stupid hat last week.
Listen, there's a spectrum of misery
There's
in
a
there.
spectrum of misery. So, Neil, why don't we go do that right now?
It's like 66 degrees outside.
It's way colder than that. Ocean temperature's 59. I just looked it up. And why don't you guys enjoy?
Why don't we bring Randy in to take over Neil's seat, and you guys go do that, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Schuster always pays his debts. Always. Not always on time.
Hey guys,
Hey, thanks for being here, big guy.
heard you need some picks.
We have, it's a little challenging with only 4 microphones here in the studio when we do one of these major shows to get all 5 in, but the pouch of misery worked in our favor this way, and those idiots are going to be doing that, and we're going to be sitting here doing some picks. We're going to, we want to get Randy's picks in here first, as he's going to swap out once the guys return all
it's now
wet.
59 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's going to be
same
cold.
outside and
That's going to be cold for them. That's a tough draw in the pouch. So, Randy, take us, any players takes you have while you have the mic, and take us through kind of your recent week and what your picks are.
Yeah, tough week to model. Hard to get a sense of who the home game factor, the HGF, who that favors. Some guys living in the area. Of course, a lot of guys living in Florida. Yeah, so you get some noise around that. And then I think Sawgrass just seems to favor nobody in particular, which always makes it a little difficult to handicap. So with that said, and I've been ice cold. So all that said, I feel really, really good about my picks this week.
Love where you're
Yeah.
at. What do you got?
Well, let's start. I got 2 winners plays. All right. The first,
that's pretty ballsy for you.
yeah, especially having 2 of them. We're going, TC, I think you're going to love my picks this week. We're going Dustin Johnson to win.
DJ's been pretty quiet lately.
When you don't really know who to pick, just pick the best player in the world. That's my philosophy. He's plus 1,200. I'm putting 28 nuggets
28.
on DJ
Specific.
to win. And then my other pick to win, I don't know, maybe, he's going to win a big tournament sooner or later, is Mr. Scotty Scheffler. At plus 5,000. I'm putting 12 nuggies on him. So those are my 2 picks to win. I got, this one hurts me a little bit. Could be motivation for him.
Wow, missing the cut.
Harris English to miss the cut. Yeah.
He showed some signs of life last week.
I know. We're going to see.
What have you been hearing, though?
Well, my sources have gone a little quiet, to be honest. So I'm concerned. I don't know whether, in fact, he's still flushing the ball. I think this will be a great litmus test this week.
And the home game factor, he's only
It's close.
an hour up the road.
It's a bold play.
I know. So he's plus 110 to miss the cut. We're putting 25 nuggies on him.
Are the betting models picking up on your home game models? Like, are they kind of beating you on these home game markets?
They're starting to be factored in more and more.
Right.
I'm losing that edge, that alpha.
You gotta find a new edge.
I know. We're always updating the models, TC, in proprietary ways. And then 2 flyers. I don't know. I was trying to look who does well tee to green. I feel like it's a ball strikers course out at Sawgrass a little bit. So I have a top 20 play for Mr. Keegan Bradley at plus 500, putting 15 nuggies on him. And then my final one is the one I actually feel is the one I feel the best about. Matthew Neesmith, top 40 play, plus 275. He's in the top 20 ball striking off the tee, approaching the green. I think his putting is not good. But hey, we hit the ball well and make a top 40.
I cannot believe you're not making a hole-in-one play with 17 this week.
Well, and there's a lot to go around. You can get plus 900 on the weekend for a hole-in-one on 17.
Well, they put the pins are a little tougher there on the weekend.
I know.
They do that front one on the weekdays. So yeah, they're onto something there.
Weather's going to be too benign. If they would have had it last weekend, which I'm going to start proposing that they move this thing around in March.
Based
And
on
when the
weather.
conditions are right, they say, hey, everybody's got 2 days.
Get to
Up here.
get to Ponte Vedra.
And even if they've started like Bay Hill, for instance, play a round or two down at Bay Hill, and then we'll start this Sawgrass immediately.
Exactly.
Get a shuttle straight up the road. It's
Exactly.
not long.
We had a 25-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the northeast this weekend. There was some hope for Sunday that there was some weather blowing in, but it looks like it's going to be delayed until Monday. Granted, we're 7 days out at this point anyway, so who can say?
Truly anything could happen. It's anybody's ball game. Is that all 5 of your picks? I lost track there, bud.
I think those are all 5.
Well, I appreciate that. But well, let's get some of your. We're going to do some superlatives here. Do you have a favorite player's memory come to mind?
Oh my gosh, how can you pick just one?
If you don't say Ken Duke, you're dead to me.
What a great article today by our guy at the Wall.
Joel Beal.
Yeah, Golf Digest. Golf Digest. Ken Duke, 65, among the best rounds of golf in history. It's cheesy, but I always remember Craig Perks.
I thought you were going to say Ricky. Come on.
Oh yeah, Ricky. He hit some good shots into 17.
Are you worried about Ricky?
Yeah, I am worried about Ricky. I'm almost ready to support Ricky. I feel like
Just throw a 12-6 curveball, just flip sides completely.
it's not as fun anymore now that he's actually legitimately playing terribly.
When Fauda, you're like, that's got to be rock
It
bottom.
makes me question what side I'm on. At
Faldo's
that
in a
point.
commercial for a shoe that claims to give you more swing speed, and he's ripping on you for being in commercials. That's how
Yeah.
you know you're in a
Speaking
tough
of
spot.
which, Squares,
I didn't wanna give
they're
him no free ads.
super chirpy
Oh yeah,
on Twitter too.
they're probably right down here in the replies if you're watching this on Twitter.
Another player's memory was somehow Mickelson won the event in that Ford Polo.
The dark days.
Yeah. When he was hefty.
My favorite Phil memory is when he hit that whatever shot he hit a couple years ago and just goes, "How did I ever win here?"
Yeah, exactly. Big upset.
Who's not going to win?
Oh
Let's
gosh,
get that pick.
any number of guys are not going to win. I feel actually it's hard because you don't know who's going to win, so it's hard to know who's not going to win. But of course, Finau's not going to win. We know that.
It's a real chicken or the eggs scenario.
Who else don't I feel good about right now? You can take your pick in the top 10.
You're going to take all the top 10 because you do this every time and you never get tripped up.
I'll tell you who's not going to win. The rib.
Ribs, yeah.
The rib stinks. I'm ready to say it.
Yeah, welcome. JT. I'm not feeling a lot of momentum from him.
Okay.
I'll say JT's not going to win. Oh my God, the wet boys are back.
There we are.
The wet bandits.
They don't look that miserable. I'm kind of disappointed.
No, it's really more of a lack of breath thing than anything.
It was the same temperature.
Yeah.
Oh
Here
my
and
God.
Okay. What are you guys talking about?
Salt life, baby.
Well, guys, listen. Thank you for the time. Thank
you for being here.
I look forward to the rest of the show.
Hey, Big, love what you do, man, for the game.
Did you pick Finau?
I picked him not to win.
How's it feel?
Dude, my windpipe closed up a little bit. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Got all the
really
lactic acid out.
Restricted the windpipe. That's a good way to put it. All right, let's dive back in.
Your favorite players' memories? What? Oh God, what a unbelievable Freudian slip that was. But we're going through some of our favorite players' memories.
Oh, great question.
It will not surprise you to learn that Ken Duke has been mentioned. But
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to have to rethink.
It's got to be Ricky for you.
For
You
sure.
wrote,
It's
you wrote
100
a whole article about
It's 100% Ricky. That was 2015, I
it. Who
believe.
can say?
Ricky birdieing 15, eagling 16, birdieing 17, like 8 times in one day.
some would say he has owned the island green.
It was unbelievable. Truly, like one of those things that it just felt like such a springboard to so many big things, and I'm so out of breath.
I know.
Yeah, you let him off the hook.
No, I'm trying not to breathe in the mic. I don't want to do some Faraday stuff.
For reference here, we're about a block and a half from the beach.
Without giving away our location too much, of course. Yes, we are.
Block and a half from the beach, and then it's another? Is it low tide or high tide? Right
It's low tide. It was tough. We had to high step through the chop for a while. We were ready to block the Pacific Ocean style, but it was a long runway there.
How are the waves today?
That ball got off.
The ball got off.
You've been in the pouch a lot. Is this the worst one?
Yeah, it's just I don't like sand, and this is like my worst nightmare with everything sticking to me and just sand. It's just like, oh God, it's gonna take me a while to get back to homeostasis.
Does this change your picks going forward? Are you going to try to stay out of this pouch?
I think I need to flip the mo, so that's what I'm trying to do this week.
What's your favorite player's memory?
I kind of like them all, man.
Tiger winning was awesome too. The recent
I think
one in 2013.
I think Poulter, when he shanked it on 18,
and then hit that amazing shot from the
that's
trees.
yeah, that was
cool.
pretty cool. So that'd be up there. That's a recency bias.
Solly,
one, though.
what's yours?
I mean, the Ken Duke one's up there. Ricky is honestly way up there. I feel like you mentioning the Poulter thing. Now a wave of stuff that I had forgotten about is now coming. Honestly, I hate that this is like one of my. It's not a favorite, but like Sean O'Hare dumping a bunch of balls in the water on 17, lighting money on fire is a written in like etched in my brain memory as a kid of like watching someone burn piles of cash. And that's what I do love. It's kind of it's very staged. It's very not natural, all that final stretch, but with that much money on the line and the fact they've upped the money so much and watching dudes have to hit these shots with a ton of risk coming down the stretch on 16, 17, 18, it's kind of like what made for TV golf should be. There should be like more of that. And so I don't know, that combining those two things, there's been a lot of those. I mean, Russell Knox has lit a bunch of money on fire. Lynn Matisse has as well.
Of course, never want to air him out, but our guy Zach Blair.
I was gonna say Z. That
He
reminds me
already
of
missed the
ZB.
cut, though.
Yeah. Well, he was grinding. No, he was grinding on the cut line because we were out there watching him, just whipping the horse.
Yeah, he was right on the cut line.
was right on the cut line,
was
then he hit
right
one in the
inside,
water,
and then
so
he
he
hit
was
one,
gonna-
and he's like,
yeah.
screw it. Yeah.
Just kept reteeing. The fans are just cheering him on. That was pretty cool.
In some Conditties.
Which
And
hopefully, now that we're back in March, looking at the weather forecast, I don't know if you guys talked about this
We have,
already.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
cool.
going to be a complete fluffer situation.
Can I ask a dumb
What are you talking
question?
about?
Sure.
No, I
It's
think
going to
that-
be totally benign. All
No, I think we're gonna get a little breeze on the weekend. It looked like.
week. Not. They're at least as far as weather bug is
Hey,
concerned.
you know
they're
what
not.
Randy would say? You don't like the weather here in Florida. You just wait 5 minutes.
I would say the other memory is Paul Goydos.
Yeah,
That was sweet.
button just all the way up to his trachea.
Has Phil's won the Players, right?
He has, yeah.
When did he win the Players?
Who could say?
04, I think,
Okay, so all right.
or 06.
I was
one.
one. I don't have any memory of that.
How about the? I didn't want to tell you about the gap I saw.
Ooh,
That's
a
a
good
great one. He's a left
Okay,
left
so
bunker
that's
on
from
10.
okay.
I don't know if that was the same
Actually,
year, but
lastly, my other favorite memory is when Cat took the mega Cavalier drop.
shout out to Casey
Casey
Wittenberg.
Wittenberg.
Yeah.
The player, they did this the other night on Golf Channel. They replayed the 2013 Players. That is the tournament that they need to do the replays of. Like, no, they don't have the sponsor obligations, but the
Easy
title
win.
sponsor changes and all that. Like that one year
What about
they
the
showed
Proud
the
partners?
Well, they showed like, it's not like so and so presents the Players Championship. Like the one year they had the 83 players on or whatever, and like it looked much more like a swamp and like its natural original like habitat. Like that was awesome. Like those are the memories that we should have as
Was
golf
it the
fans.
84 one that they showed where it was Calvin Pete? And that one's awesome.
There's some really good ones. I wonder,
Norman's year that he won by like 28.
was that the Fuzzy Zeller telling him off when he
Yes.
set the course record or the tournament record?
Steve Elkington's year would be sweet.
I wonder if they don't want to show those because of how different the golf course looks.
Who
Like
could say?
the golf course has made a major transformation from scruffy kind of, Florida swamp golf, which was actually really cool and looked kind of quote unquote natural as that place is going to look. I don't think the island was necessarily, I don't think they found that there, but I think there's some man-made elements about the golf course, but I think it looks way cooler like that. I know I'm a hipster and I like, classic things like that, but man, it's cool to see the juxtaposition. I'm with you.
Even going back to showing old golf tournaments, if you're worried about the current sponsor, just throw their logo up in the top right-hand screen for the whole thing, right? The current sponsor.
I mean, yeah.
Seems like if you sat down and there's some creative solutions, right? It could be a win for everybody.
Mankind has certainly solved tougher problems.
Yeah,
Put a man on the moon,
It's like
for God's sake.
what you're saying is almost like looking back at old pictures. You had braces. We don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
We forget. But it's like, no, come on.
Yeah.
The kids want to see these.
That was a wonderful time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on. You were so cute.
It's like the other majors, the actual majors, God, it's a couple Freudian slips, have like the highlight package shows. Like you can associate years with something happening. Like who won the 2012 Masters? Do you remember that off the top of your head?
Bubba?
There you go. See, like
I
who
didn't
won
know
the
if it
20?
was Bubba or
Who
Adam
won the
Scott.
2012 Players?
I think that was Adam Scott, wasn't it?
No, that was
Adam Scott was earlier.
he was way earlier.
Adam Scott was 04, I think. But like, see, like you have to think about it, and you don't. That
And like for everything that they want to do as far as creating legacy and creating history.
That would help a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
was thinking the same thing. It's like the reason we can pick out the Masters because they'll show you can go watch them for in the lead up to the tournament.
like we've seen the Fred Couples commercial a lot in the last couple of months. I don't remember that moment. Like I don't show me that in context of the round.
Guys, though, maybe maybe it's going to be in the data lake.
That's a very good point.
How many
Might be
balls in the
coming.
data lake this week, you think? That's always a fun bet.
I don't know. In the data lake, I'm just hoping.
Boost it.
I'm just hoping some guys don't get sick from the data lake. There's some particulate matter in the data lake.
That's a deep cut.
Shall we get to some
Sawgrass.
picks?
Let's do
I'd
that.
love to.
I'm going to go ahead and fire mine away. I was told myself after concession that I was going to pick this guy to win, but I don't really have much of a spine. And, I don't know. Outright winners at like 25, 2,500 or lower. Colin Morikawa for a top 10, plus 300. I think that's tremendous odds. I'm putting 40 nuggets on that one. A little podcast boost for something that's going to be published here on Tuesday. Kevin Na for a top 10 plus 900, 10 nuggets. The way he talked about how he should compete on this golf course, I'm convinced. He sold me. Victor Hovland.
What did he say? I mean, what?
That's inside information. I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay.
I thought you were part of the NLU integrity program.
That's why I didn't say it. The integrity program is no integrity.
Victor Hovland is going to win, though, at plus 2,800, 10 nuggets on that one.
Thought about him.
Paul Casey, I feel like I see him on the leaderboard so often. Every time I see it, I'm like, why didn't I bet a top 20, top 10 play on him? He's up there every time.
Saw him on
I'm
A1A today also.
So I'm actually
Looked
doing
very comfortable.
Congratulations.
He did. He looked like he was having a great drive.
20 nuggets plus 400 on Paul Casey to top 10. And then another guy that I believe was scouted around Jacksonville this week, a top 20 for Adam Scott, 20 nuggets for plus 335.
Saw him at Bold Bean earlier.
Home game factor, his caddy is a local here in Jacksonville.
Practically a home game for
Practically
the
a home
caddy.
game for them. So that's my picks.
That's good stuff. TC, who you got?
Gosh, there's so many
So
different
many different
directions
ways.
I could
So
go.
many different
I'm
ways.
going to lead it off with doing what you wouldn't. I'm going to go with Colin Morikawa plus 2,200. I deleted all of my values out of here. I got to go to my screenshot here. We're going 20 nuggies plus 2,200. Next up, we're going Tommy Fleetwood plus 550 for a top 10. 10 nuggies.
Are you concerned about what we've seen on Sundays? It's been not good.
You know what? We're getting there. It's fine.
We're not. We're going the wrong way,
It's
I feel
fine.
like.
We're fine. We're fine. I thought about Adam Scott. I just, I only have so many plays. You guys have constrained me too much. Next up, I feel really good about this one. I think he's playing well right now. I think it's his kind of golf course, very tactical, surgical place. Mav McNeely, top 30, plus 300 for 20 nuggets.
Ooh, love that one.
Right?
Value.
Next up, we're going Webb Simpson, top 10, plus 300 for 40 nuggies.
His caddy, also a local.
Yes.
Practically a home game.
And then lastly, we're going with Joaquin Neiman, plus 550 for a top 10 for 10 nuggies.
Love it.
Don't ask me if I'm hurt.
So
Neil, you want to go or you want me to go?
I got a pinata play this week.
What does that mean?
how to play.
That means that I am
Chucking them from the
waving
jet
it
seats.
around the dark. I'm going 5 winners picks. I just got
me
the
too.
worst out of the pouch.
Me too.
Okay. I need to flip the mo. Okay. So we're going 20 nuggies on each guy. I'm picking Rory. It's always darkest before the dawn.
Another guy that looked great this week.
No, but I think
Did you see
Rory.
his quotes after? Where he's
Yeah,
just
he's
like
like
so
despondent.
despondent.
I know, but I think he might have maybe bottomed out, and
now
then
he's got one way to go.
And it's like,
Nah,
hey,
he looks
there's
Rory.
maybe that's it. So
Technically
1,600.
defending champ, right?
No,
Yeah.
Hideki's the defending.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I would, I'm going to pick Xander. Plus 2,000, 20 nuggies. I just feel like it might be the Ricky moment, If a guy like Ricky can win out here, a guy like Xander, maybe he breaks through
That
here.
one felt, I don't know, those odds felt weird to me with Xander, where he's up and he's ahead of JT, he's ahead of Cantlay, he's ahead of Finau, he's ahead of Morikawa. I just don't know if that's warranted. It's not seeing the value there, dog.
Maybe I know something you don't. Okay. Doubtful. I'm going Cantlay plus 2,200 to win. I'm going Victor Hovland plus 2,800 to win. And I'm going Tommy Fleetwood plus 4,500 to win. So I'm sprinkling. I'm hoping one of these guys breaks through. Cantlay and Schauffele, if they won and I didn't bet on them, and this is the week I pick all winners, I would,
Or Ches.
Cantlay was prime.
Ches. I thought about including Ches in there as just to make the cut.
Ceremonial marker.
Just to make the cut. But I thought, you know what? It's time to you have to play boldly to win. So that's what we're doing this week.
All right. Well, I'm
The
a
pinata
little-
play, baby. Give it to me.
I'm a little horrified to say that I had the exact same strategy as Neil. I am, after having a really respectable season last season, I am in the wilderness. A lot of 0 for 5 weeks. So I'm with you. I'm trying to absolutely flip it, trying to get a big score.
This is what happened to me last year. I just got down and then just went for big plays.
This is truly why the casinos are so big in Vegas.
Didn't work out well.
But
You need to go to Cotter. You need to just
I
do
know. I
all
thought about
Euro
that.
Tour plays.
I
this
thought
week.
about that. A lot of different ways I could go. I'm going 5 winners as well.
Hell yes.
I'm going with another NLU bump. Did a little video work with John Rahm today. Feels like a great golf course for him. He's plus 1,600, 20 nuggets there. Dustin Johnson has played awesome here. I know he's only plus 1,200. He is the favorite, but I mean, he's won everything else. He's probably going to win this too. Morikawa, no surprise, plus 2,200. I'll go 20 nuggets there. Sorry, 30 nuggets on Dustin, by the way. Another guy, let's just keep rolling with great iron play. Dan Berger. Feels like a great spot for him.
I was going to raise my hand and say, Dan Berger gets no respect.
Yeah.
I'm in on calling him Dan. That's
South Florida guy, practically a home game. And then a guy getting absolutely disrespected in the odds.
Hideki?
No. Great iron player, world-class iron player. No, I'm being a complete homer.
Max Homa.
Total romantic pick. Max is plus 11,000 to win this week. So 10 nuggets on that.
That's
may
crazy.
God save us.
Plus
Max
1,000 for a top 10.
I know, it's wild. He's like number 13 in the U.S. Ryder Cup rankings right now.
Boosted.
boosted.
Those are my picks.
Well,
And
I think
God,
it'll be exciting
Neil,
to watch.
Neil,
you
we
know?
need a winner, man.
I know. Just give me, and also just tease me. Give me someone in contention. Because what would be worse than like, oh my God, there's
checked
no
out
one.
by Friday.
Yeah, there's just, I have no hope.
I thought about Zalatoris.
Thought about
I
that
think
too.
he's exhausted. He's got to be exhausted.
Yeah, some of these guys I've been betting like 8 straight weeks. I'm like, dude, I'm tired of
Well, that's
betting.
like Xander and
Yeah.
Cantlay, week off. I feel like, guys, it's time. Let's go.
I tell you who could be sneaky.
We're cold. We're wet. This is the bottom. We're going up, baby. Come on.
Deliver us this
come
week.
on.
Beluga's breaching.
Come up and
Let's
see me.
go.
Come up and see me. I'm at 342.
I'm at 555 Bucket Hill Street. Stop by anytime.
Another couple guys I thought were interesting this week. Molinari, kind of a tactician off the tee, seems to be finding some form.
For sure.
These long form ones really give TC a lot of runway.
lot of
Just
run.
name
Some
everyone in the
some
field.
other stuff
And then
I thought about.
I was
a few more
hoping-
guys who are in the field.
I was hoping someone would do Billy Ho. I mean,
Practically
it
home
is
game.
a home game for
Yeah.
him.
Who's not going to win?
Good question.
Oh gosh, I hadn't really prepared this.
Bryson.
I was going to say Bryson as well. I've been riding with you all week. I'll say
The
Bryson
rib too.
and the rib, of course, and Fino.
Bryson was mine. I'll throw in JT. Bryson and JT. I'll make 2 just to
You're down on JT right now?
just
Don't think he's going to win.
All right,
I thought about Webb. I feel like Webb could be a 2-time winner here. Just feels like a great golf course for him too, obviously.
Kinda
what's
ran
the
away and
deal
did
with
that one.
like Spieth's never found any form here, right?
No, the year Keimer won, I think Spieth was in the hunt,
But otherwise, it's been pretty famine for
I
him.
believe.
it's such a weird tournament to try to find value on because no one has
favor
just
anybody.
straight course history here. Like I play well here every year.
That's kind of Dustin. It's just he's like top 20 every year.
It weirdly, this is a course that emphasizes driving accuracy more than most tour courses.
Do you think it? Sorry, maybe this is the same thing. Do you think it emphasizes accuracy or do you think it de-emphasizes length? Do you know
It's
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit of the same thing.
Combo
Yeah,
both.
yeah. That skill is not as heavily tested and emphasized driving distance here, just because there's a lot of holes where drivers taken out of the hands of a lot of guys, like 15, 4. It's maybe some guys even on 1.
10.
2 is not a bomb. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
par 5 that almost everyone can get to. It's just not the driving. The guys that hit it really far are not able to really separate themselves. 16 guys are kind of cut off from just pounding driver there. You got to really shape one around the corner. 11 is a hole that really rewards a lot of length. 9 does too, but the water kind of creeps in there on the right. So
I just need to flip it, man.
Yeah.
It's time.
I know,
I
I'm with you.
thought I was thinking I got a tip from somebody. They're like, Keegan, he's been top 10 2 years in a row, top 10 at Bay Hill.
Yeah.
Trent guy that he would be a great value pick for a top 10 here.
Randy's all over Keegan.
Was he?
what's your guys' favorite hole to watch? Where will you be camped out this week?
4.
Definitely 4.
I mean, 16 is always an awesome
Standing right
one to
behind
watch.
the-
And I think number 9.
Behind
Number
the
9's
16,
sweet.
6.
People make a mess on 9.
Yeah.
Up by that green. Like, guys, are they going to go for it or not? They just get a spot of bother up there. So
10, 11, 12. 13's really cool. That's an underrated par 3 to go watch.
The back 9 is so freaking
and then
solid.
you know a good spot to really see how good these guys are is the tee shot on 15.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
It's
harrowing.
It is
from
so
back there.
uncomfortable
Because
and
all the
how
short
far-
guys get penalized because if they hit it up the left side of the fairway, it kicks straight left.
Yeah,
in the
and there's like
woods.
overhanging branches. It's just a minefield off that tee. I love that shot.
Yeah.
5, if that holes into the wind from all the way back there, is such an
Yeah.
uncomfortable tee. Like an angled fairway with just, you're looking at bunker the whole time running down the right side.
Yeah, there's a little space. There's a little spot to the left of 4 across the lake, and you can just put your feet across the bulkheads. I also like standing behind 6 green because there's those trees kind of guarding it. And you can see guys kind of shaping it in, and it's just cool hole to putt on too.
One thing I saw when I was playing in the media day was there's this little tiny bunker behind 14 green. Have you guys seen that bunker?
For sure.
It's a micro bunker.
I would love to see someone hit it in there because I was like, man, I didn't even know that was here.
Check it out. These guys don't hit it over the green quite as much.
I
as-
know. It was a true
as the
Icarito.
layman.
It was an Icarito bunker.
There's a micro bunker on
nice touch by,
on 11
by the dies.
too, to the left of the green.
Cool. Well, exciting week. Guys,
gonna be
that
awesome.
was truly a thrill to pay off that pouch of misery.
Thank you for doing it.
No problem. Looking forward to doing it again next week when all 5 of my winners lose. And we'll see you guys next week for what tournament's next week?
Honda.
Honda next week.